Hello. Welcome to the stream. You're right, that is not turning slow. I will actually turn slow. It's funny how when I actually turn slow, I get a much better time than turning fast. Honestly, I think like doing slow, accurate turning is pretty underrated. Okay, I'm going to start a session now. Any tips for sub 50 mega? Once you're down to about a minute, I think hopefully your efficiency should be good, and look ahead becomes more important, and just smoothly transitioning from one pair to another, or from F2L to S2L. I think if your efficiency is good, then focus on look ahead. If not, then keep working on efficiency. I can pseudo slot that. Maybe I should have done a few more warm-up solves. Okay, first sub 8 of the session. Hi, Casey. Yeah, I over-inspected that. Definitely. Okay, I'm gonna reset the session and try again. Over-inspection doesn't exist at home. Yeah, but like, I really need to figure out how to get faster at inspection so I can actually do well in comp, because most of my solves go over. Locked off in the A perm. I guess a lot of it is that I try to plan multiple cross plus ones, and that takes a while usually, instead of just picking the first one that I get. Oh my gosh, that's so lucky. Just gonna reset again. My PB single is 4.50. Tips for switching to audio memo for 3 blind. Audio edges. I mean, at first you'll probably want to do a few reviews. So you just say your memo over and over until it sticks. And eventually you can work on cutting down reviews. Also, this is the same scramble. Like, you're probably not going to be able to do the same amount of reviews that you're doing with visual memo, or I guess image memo, because you're doing something that's harder to retain. That LL should have been done a lot better. And that was a kind of bad scramble. Is the weilong being on your new main? Yeah. I've been sub 10 for a while, like over 2 years, I think. It's 2023, so yeah, maybe like 2.5 years or so. So improvement definitely slows down once you get faster. Global just means what you average on any given day. Wow, my solves are not great right now. I mean, it's hard to give advice on like how to make memo faster because like I don't really know what you're thinking or how your brain works or anything. A lot of it really is just practice though. Are you going to Southern Champs 2023? I am not planning to. Pauses in between words. I'm not really sure how to help with that. I do one pass for 3 blind, but it doesn't really matter until you use 3 style, I think. Because at least if you plan to use 3 style, then you shouldn't be one passing until you do learn 3 style, because then your one passing kind of goes to waste. But if you're just planning to stick with like M2 edges or something, then I guess you could learn 3 style. I mean, you could learn to one pass, but it's not really a huge difference. Like, I think Tam was doing 2 pass edges until he was averaging 23 or something, so you can get really far without one passing. Yeah, lockups. I don't do mega anymore. I average like 50 now. I think. I haven't done a solve in a while. For sub 15 on 3x3, full OLL, full PLL, then good F2L solutions, and that's pretty much it. Sub 15 on OH, probably like about sub 10 on 3x3. I mean, it depends on how much you practice and everything, but I think that's a general guideline. My next comp is May 6th, the 2 DFW comps that weekend. Yeah, I also global low 8 on 3x3 and averaged like not even mid 15, maybe 16 or 17, because I never really practiced OH. I haven't seen Chegan's 3 blind progression video. And I'm not going to Worlds. Oh my, I cannot turn. Okay, ZBLL. How much of a buff does Worm V9 add to your solves? Sometimes quite a lot. Or I guess surprisingly a lot, because I feel like cubing has gotten to the point, or cubing hardware has gotten to the point where hardware normally doesn't make a difference, but I feel like the Worm V9 is almost an exception to that, because I do feel like I'm actually faster. Oh my gosh, that PLL was so bad. Okay, my solves right now are just... I'm struggling. Okay, is the Tornado V3 Pioneer good compared to the Weilong V9? Yeah, I think any cube released after like 2020 is good, and even some before that, like Worm 19 or Valk 3, are still good. Have you ever mained anything else other than 3-blind or Mega seriously? I mean, I know a decent bit of FMC knowledge, but I'm not that good at it. The MGC Evo, I don't think that's really considered a good cube. I mean, it's still good, but it's probably worse than other cubes. YS3M versus GTS3M. GTS3M has easier slices, but it's not necessarily better just because it has easier slices. I think performance-wise, the YS3M is better. I'm considering getting the GTS3M for 3-blind. Do you think it's worth the price? It kind of depends, because 3-blind hardware doesn't matter unless you use 3-style, and you're pretty fast at 3-style, so like sub 25-ish maybe. Because otherwise you'll probably get the same times on any other cube. But if you are that fast and you do use 3-style, then I think GTS3M and YS3M are both good, but YS3M is cheaper. So I'd probably just get the YS3M. Decent solve. Oh, okay. Didn't start the timer. Okay, I'll admit that 3-blind does have a pretty high barrier to entry, but once you get your first couple successes, it becomes a lot easier, and it's a pretty fun event once you get comfortable with blind solving. Is this 9 move ZBLL on the 649 that I got? Oh, I don't even remember what it was. I think it was a T case. Oh, it might have been. Yeah, I don't really know that T set. I'll learn it eventually though. Wow. I really need to finish learning TZBLL. I've been putting it off for a few weeks. Yeah, 3-blind is probably one of the hardest events, motivation-wise. If you look at my 3-blind session right now, there's a lot of DNFs, like, a lot. It's really bad. So, it's definitely hard to stay motivated. I've been cubing for over 4 years. 4 years and a couple months. I've organized like 6 comps-ish. I don't really remember. 6 sounds about right though. And then I have 3 more in May that I'm organizing. Nice, sub 7. I don't really care about pyraminx. I only really do it officially, and I never practice. I knew L4E at one point, but that was like 3 years ago, and I forgot all of it. Why can't all of my solves look like that? That felt so smooth. Surprisingly, I have a low 8 average of 25. Feels like my solves have been a lot worse. Also 7.1 average of 5, pretty good. Bit lucky. Sub 8 average of 25 somehow. It really does not feel like I've been solving that fast. I can make a double x cross minus 1 edge. That's pretty cool. Not bad. How would you react if you were in comp and finished F2L in under 4 seconds, but when you got to last layer, dropped the cube and got a 12? Well, like, a sub 4 F2L isn't that great. Like, that would be on pace for sub 7, which is good, but like, it's not that special. So I probably wouldn't react at all. I did my first 2 solves with HTR and both are 28s with the 20 plus move HTRs. Wow. I mean, I think you should start like looking for shorter HTRs and discarding DRs with bad QTs, because it really helps to have short QT when you're doing HTR. Hi Juggins, welcome to the stream. How do you get so many viewers on your stream? I don't really know. Like, when I streamed several months ago, I'd usually average like 10 viewers, but I don't really know what's changed since then. That would have skipped if I did the lefty one. Like, this has 2 cases. You can either get a bar in front here and then that'll skip, or you get a bar in back here and you recognize something else. I don't know, maybe this bar. And doing either lefty or this thing. There's another alg you can do here. That one. I don't know how to recognize that skip case though. I really need to learn that because like it's a really good alg as well to do it lefty. Well, kind of lefty. It's mirrored but with RUF still. decent recognition. That was kind of lucky. I really need to start watching Chegan's videos because they look interesting. I've just like never actually watched anything really, any cubing YouTube. How do you global mid 16? That's like my memo speed. I really need to like figure out how to get better at through blind. I mean, I haven't been practicing blind much lately, but I do want to get back into it eventually. Is there a compression setting on the V9 that's controllable without any other adjustments? Oh, yes, but it's a lot higher than other Moyu cubes. Mine is set on like 8 for spring compression, which is a lot higher than what I set my YS3M to. I think my YS3M and RS3Ms are on like 2 or 3. So yeah, if you want the weilong V9 to be more stable and controllable, you need a much higher spring compression, but you can still like customize it. I beat my 6x6 PB today, congrats. Blind main, very nice. By customize, I just mean like spring compress it until it's controllable. I don't really know whether the blue nuts are like more or less controllable than the purple nuts. I know people do mod it using blue nuts, but I haven't really looked into that at all. Oh, Moyu actually sent you a 10x10 and an 11x11. That's really funny. You should, I don't know, scramble both of them and leave them scrambled forever. Oh yes, do 10 blind. Wait, Chuggins, do you know Big Blind 3 style? Just curious. Oh, it's clean? I do for 4 blind, okay. So X centers and wings and corners, cool. I mean, above 5 blind is just obliques, and those are all intuitive, apparently. Like, you just figure them out while solving. But obliques are definitely the hardest piece type, because you can't really solve them using a U2 type method, unless you do some really weird setups. Casual U3. An oblique is this piece type. Let me see if I can like do a common one of them. Yeah, so this piece type is an oblique. And you can't really solve them with 5 blind methods, so they get kind of complicated. and you have to use 3 style basically. I've actually considered doing 6 blind before, but just the obliques are too scary. If it was just like 5 blind but bigger, I'd probably try it, but having obliques complicates things. What am I doing? Okay, that was a pretty bad solve. That might have been 5 rotations in one solve for the last one. Yeah, but the last 2 solves were pretty bad. Last 3 solves actually. This has a lot of blocks. Don't really know how to use them though. Locky PLL. Yeah, 2 blind is really just 1 looking. And even if you do know 3 style, it's like really annoying on 2x2 because RUD comps don't make any sense anymore. Like, they're just so unergonomic to do. Like, it's just silly, honestly. Like, this com, here to here to here, is like that. And you have to do really weird UD moves. How did I set up the weilong v9? I just dumped like 6 loops into it until it felt decent, but I'll probably clean it out soon and actually properly set it up before my next comp. But it feels pretty good right now, so maybe I'll just leave it how it is. I need to learn the AUF for that PLL skip case. Oh yeah, and spring compression on 8-ish. I think it's 8. It is the second highest one, so yeah, I think that's 8. Yeah, mystery combo of loops. I think it was like Martian Galaxy, Candy Cane, Jack-o'-lantern, and maybe Nebula? I don't know, I use like so much random stuff and it feels decent. Okay. PLL skip, save the solve. Yeah, I don't even know how that loop combo feels decent, but it does. That did not feel like a sub 8. What do you think of the Super RS3M ball core? It's good. It's like... how do I describe it? It's kind of like an RS3M, but a bit faster and a little bit less stable. That ending was lucky. Honestly, I have no clue how people get so fast at CSP tracing. I think top people do it in like 5 or 6 seconds. And like, I can barely plan my first 3 slices in the first 5 seconds. Maybe even 2 slices. I can't do Squan. (811) current average of 50. Honestly, not that bad. Feels like I've been solving worse. I know this case. Okay. I mean, I've also talked to Dylan / Oksawaki, and he has a ridiculous amount of Squan solves. I think it's like 150,000 or something. So I guess a lot of practice gets you faster at CSP tracing. Actually, it might be closer to 200,000. I'm not sure. It was like a lot though. Yeah, I'm organizing DFW May 7th, so I'm kind of obligated to go. Oh, how many 3x3 solves do I have? Great question. I think I usually average like 25,000 a year for 4 years, so probably about 100,000. Okay, EO into VBLL / PLL skip. How old do you have to be to help out at WCA comps? There's no requirement. You don't have to be a certain age, you just have to like know how comps generally work, which means That just means you've been to a few comps really, and then you kind of understand what needs to be done and all that. What did you do in the last layer of this solve? Not sure which solve you're talking about. If it was the one with the COLL, then I did like a 3-edge alg. I'm gonna try setting it up. Yeah, so for this OLL, I recognize the corner pattern while doing this algorithm. And that algorithm's like, I have a third cube. It's this algorithm. It's just 3 edges. So since I'm doing that alg, all the corners stay the same, and then I can immediately go into ZBLL. You could have done the first algorithm, then immediately do the comm. Oh yeah. So like that. Something like that. It's kind of crazy. It's even like a standard alg for that case. I didn't know that. Like my biggest weakness with that case is recognizing the corner pattern, because normally I recognize using these 3 stickers, but when I'm doing OLL from this angle, it's better to recognize using these 4 stickers, and I don't really know how to do that. So I really need to learn. You should recognize using the 4 stickers either way. I mean, I'm just used to the 3 sticker recognition from CLL, and it's kind of a hard habit to break. COLL, there is a lot of debate about that. I'm not really sure whether it's worth it or not. Like, COLL is, what, 42 algs? I feel like learning a ZBLL set, or even just 2GLL for 3 sets, is probably more beneficial than COLL. But I don't know. How do you predict first pair? I have a video on my channel about that. It's pretty recent. You can probably just like click on my channel profile and find it. want to preserve this pair. I don't know if I can though. Wait, yeah, I can. I think. Okay. Something like that. Alright, see you later, check-ins. Are you using the V9 for blind? No, I don't really like it. The repelling edge magnets feel really weird. It's a great cube for 3x3 though, but it doesn't really work for 3 style. Whoops. Yeah, I'd probably use the YS3 ball core for blind. Hi Great Bighorn, welcome to the stream. Right now, I use the GTS3M for blind. Even though the YS3M is probably better, I kind of rely on the GTS3M slices a little bit too much. It's 3 AM for me. You should probably sleep then. Yeah, I'll try that scramble after this. Wow, okay. Oh, well, I'll skip into NB perm. Interesting, LL. Is that right? I don't think that's right. It doesn't look that good. Yeah, I don't really see anything special right now. $707 though, pretty good. I once did accidental pseudo slot into OLL skip into NB perm. Oh, I did an accidental multi-slot the other day. I'm gonna try to find the reconstruction because it was a very cool solve. I think it's this one. Yeah, it's this one. I'm just gonna show you guys the reconstruction. It was a 491. So it was a good solve. So yellow cross is pretty basic. Like we have these 4 pieces, which I insert like that. And then I used this edge to keyhole this corner in and I make an X cross. And then I see this one in inspection. So I just rotate here and then solve it normally. And then at this point, I was tracking this corner during look ahead and I saw this edge as well. So I solved it using this insertion alg, and that happened to multi-slot this. And then I didn't realize that this was solved because I was focusing on this pair. So I rotated, AUF'd, PLL skip. If I didn't rotate, I would have AUF skipped as well, but it's okay. Still a sub 5. It was like a 40 move solution. It's kind of dumb. And a lot of those moves were in like second pair. Oops. AUF. I know that OLLCP, just forgot to do it. Do you have any tips for improvement on turning? Yeah, so you want to like start by doing really slow, accurate solves and slowly increasing your DPS. Like, let's just say, I'll just do a solve here. I'll just turn it like maybe 2 TPS and try to make every single turn be exactly 90 degrees. And then eventually, after you do a few solves like this, then you just gradually get faster and faster. I can pseudo slot this. And then eventually you try to like maintain your accuracy while turning faster, and then that might help. If not, then you might want to just try setting up the cube differently or using a different cube. Where's EBLS for that case? I know, I should have done it. Like, you just have to do an AUF to put the misoriented edge in the right spot, but I didn't. Yeah, the Keychron K8 is really good. Like, I have a friend who's into mechanical keyboards, and he said that he tried my K8 and he said it was really good for a stock keyboard that's like a pre-built. Okay, I'll try that scramble. Interesting. How do I want to solve this? I think green cross would probably be best. Actually, no, orange cross. It's like a 2-move orange cross with a free pair. I don't know if I trust myself to do orange cross though. Oh, 634 with a log up on the U-perm. Yeah, orange cross was nice, because you could form the X cross without breaking the free pair. My brother asked if I was watching ASMR. Okay. I'm not sure how to feel about that. $731, not bad. Buy expensive or buy twice. That is a good saying. Kind of messed up in F2L. Yeah, I just got lucky with the K8 because I didn't even know it was that good, but I bought it because it looked nice, and it turns out it is really good. So if you're looking for a keyboard, a mechanical keyboard that doesn't really take any modding or setup, then the K8's good. That could have been better. What do you think is good for Pura? I don't know. Like, Pura has gotten so much faster in the past couple years. I still remember when the world record was the only sub 2. Now a sub 2 average is like, I don't even know, maybe like 15th in the world. It's gotten kind of crazy. But if you just mean good and not like world class, then I think sub 4 is pretty good. I don't know, maybe standards have changed, but it used to be sub 4. For top 20 for Pura, you need high 1.8. Oh my gosh. That's actually crazy. The best event? I think 3-blind is probably one of my favorites. That was a horribly executed OLL-CP. Oh my gosh. Okay, I should do the last F prime with my right thumb. I think that's a bit more consistent. Even then, it's still kind of difficult. Like, it's very basic turning, it's just RUF stuff, but I can't do it very well. Have you seen Max Park's 62 move GB perm? I've heard of it. I haven't actually seen it though. Oh, I almost did it. The RUSU perm. Started doing the OLL, and then I remembered that I know OLL-CP for that, and then got an EP skip. I should learn an OLL-CP for that. It's the one that J-Perm used in his 531, I think. Zeroing, that's such an old term. It's from like 2017, I think. No one really says it anymore. What does zeroing mean? I'm not entirely sure, but I think it means like solving F2L badly to get a better continuation. Something like that. I mean, it's meant as a joke, like, you're not going to be able to predict what happens after F2L, But if you get lucky after doing a bad solution, then I think that's what zeroing is, but I'm not sure. Oh, I've hit 100 solves. 8.2-ish average of 100. It's not bad. What was that? I did an X cross incorrectly, and then it ended up setting up a pseudo slot into a PLL skip. Alright, see you, best of Birani. See you next time. Oh my god. I'm not counting that. I am so good at this. I think the weirdest thing about Magic Cloth/Clothes is that it suddenly changed from cloths to clothes, because when Moyu first told me that they were gonna like send me one, they called it the Magic Cloth, and all of their older Instagram posts said Magic Cloth, and then it suddenly switched to clothes for some reason, and I don't know what happened. And it's not like clothes is any better than cloths, they both sound really silly. The DNF. Okay, I've been streaming for a while, so I'm gonna do one comp sim average of 5 and then end the stream. Told my friend I don't care if it's late, do 4 blind or you suck. And you got a 310 PB. Wow. Late night blind is optimal. $683, good start. Cube drop, still not a bad time though. I don't know if I want to do the X cross. It's kind of lengthy. There's 2 X crosses, they're both kind of lengthy. probably would have been better off to just do the crossless one with a pretty bad X cross. That would have been bad, but PLL skip. I've had so many skips this stream. It's kind of crazy. Okay, 808 average of 5. Not bad, but probably could have been sub 8. Alright, how many solves did I do? 117 solves. Yeah, probably gonna end the stream here. Before you end stream, I want to thank you for having these chill streams so often. Wow, thank you. That's very sweet. Okay, yeah. Thanks for watching, everyone, and bye, good night, good morning, wherever you are. Okay, bye.